Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm Anthony. This is the Silver Screen Analysis. I hope everybody's doing fantastic. Today we're going to talk about the greatest escape adventure ever told in Papillon, starring Charlie Hunnam and Rami Malek, coming to theaters this Friday. This is a remake of the 1973 film that starred Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman, based on the memoirs of Henri Charrier. This is the story of his life. A man nicknamed Papillon. He's framed for a murder he did not commit in the 1930s. He's sentenced to life in prison in French Guiana, where he befriends a counterfeiter that, in exchange for protection, will finance his escape plan. Now, if you're a cinephile, the word Papillon has probably came up a time or two over the years. It had for me. I had never seen, but I have heard of the 73 film, and I knew it was held in high regards as a cinematic achievement. I have heard references of Charrier and the escape that he orchestrated, and it always has been something that generated a lot of curiosity in me. So naturally, I was intrigued to see what this remake with Hunnam and Malek in the leads would deliver. And while I have not seen the original film to compare it with this new interpretation, I can say that this was a very compelling movie and effectively able to take me on the miraculously daunting journey that both of these guys' lives turned out to be. It really does sound cliche, but this was the story of the human spirit despite all adversity, and it was incredibly intriguing. I found many positives with this movie, but two things really rose above all, that being the performances from Hunnam and Malek and just the beautifully immersive production design. This film was really able to just pull me into the setting of the story, and it captured the time period settings perfectly. All the locations and the set designs were able to really create a strong visual appeal that captured both the beauty of the region as well as the just inhospitable conditions of prison life in French Guiana during the era. The large open sets and variety of camera techniques really provided a continual depth throughout that just captured a feeling like you were really in the story with the characters and not simply watching. I thought the musical score was subtle but excellent. It built up the intensity in certain scenes extremely well. When the story turns to more tension-filled moments, the turn in the score was routinely well timed to amp up the uneasiness and have you on edge, which really replicated the grittiness of the source material with a very genuine tone, not one that felt like it wanted to stray into Hollywood theatrics. Admittedly, the runtime was on the long side, but in this instance, I think it was really needed to capture the saga of these two men. You can feel their fatigue, you can sense every chance they had to give up, so with the detail taken to really capture the full journey of these men and the substance that it does peel back along the way, I can really appreciate it. There was no wasted moments or repetitive scenes, thus, despite a lengthy progression, it does keep a swift pace. However, regardless of the visual appeal and the tightly written script, a film of this subject matter hinges immensely on the two lead performances. I think without them delivering, the film, beautiful or not to look at, would fail to intrigue, something this movie does not need to concern itself with, because I thought both Charlie Hunnam and Rami Malek were phenomenal. I felt their chemistry was perfect for their unsuspected friendship, and watching their rapport grow throughout the story was natural and heartfelt. What started out as an alliance that was kind of just based on necessity really evolved into a true friendship between two men that only had each other left in the world, and they both really delivered this dynamic with a captivating result through their performances. I thought Charlie Hunnam was extremely capable in this role. I think he's sort of gotten a bad rap in recent years. Some of it, yes, is performance based, but I think a lot of it is just script selection, but I generally tend to enjoy his character performances, and I think he's got a lot of potential, and I think this is definitely the best performance I've seen from him by far. He without question poured himself into this role, and he embodied the character with a continual effort. He was charming early on to capture the pre-prison life of Papillon, and I felt Hunnam really did portray the full range of emotional turmoil with a nice intensity that really hit along all the dramatic beats extremely well. I thought Rami Malek was fantastic. He was unassuming but able to express so much emotion through his physical acting and his facial expressions. His character was much different in terms of personality types, and despite their friendship and their being in the same position, Malek's character had very differing factors weighing down on him that he had to deal with. Prison life impacted him far differently than it did Papillon, and I thought Malek really delivered this range of internal growth with a compelling result, all of which makes you connect with Malek's performance in very different ways than Hunnam connects with you through his, and I thought the balance between both was very thought-provoking as the film progresses. So overall, I'm going to give Papillon 90% on the entertainment meter. I'm not bound by nostalgia from the original, so this film really did capture my attention and entertain me, and it's carried by two fantastic lead performances. It shows its attention to detail and creates a fantastic setting that is immersive and successful in capturing a time period feel without a studio feel at the same time, and I'm really looking forward to checking out the 73 original to see how these two compare up, but this one on its own is definitely worth a watch. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, share it with your friends, leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when all the new videos pop up. All my social media links are going to be down in the description below. You can also visit the Silver Screen Analysis for a wide range of movie related content, and here's some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them.